Hi, everyone. Welcome back to English Podcast UK. My name is Ema, and I am really happy to see you here today. This is the place where we learn simple, practical English, the kind of English you can use right away in real life, not just in textbooks.
Hi everyone, I am Daniel. Wherever you are watching from around the world, welcome back to English Podcast UK. We are so glad you are here with us again, learning English together in a relaxed and happy way.
Today, we're talking about your favorite books, and I have a little confession. Oh, wow, I walked into a bookstore yesterday just to look around, and I walked out with 3 books.
That is not a confession, that is a lifestyle.
My problem was that I promised myself 1 book only. Then I saw a bright cover, and my brain said, "You need it."
This is why we need English for real life, because you will talk to people in a bookstore and suddenly make a new friend.
Exactly. We will help you say simple, natural sentences about books, so you can sound calm and confident.
We are standing by a table that says staff picks.
Before we touch the books, I want to ask you and everyone watching, what kind of books do you like?
That is the perfect question.
I'll go first. I am into cozy mystery stories right now. The kind you read with tea.
Nice and clear.
And if the story is good, I cannot put it down, even if it's late.
Yes, that is so real. Viewers, quick question for you. Do you like fiction or do you prefer real stories from life?
Wait, Daniel, look at this book. The title is so dramatic.
It looks like trouble. Read the back cover.
It says the main character moves to a quiet town and finds a secret letter in an old book.
Oh, wow, that is already a hook.
The author promised a twist at the end. I want something light, but I'm curious.
Then let's pick 2 different books and compare them like friends do.
Deal. And if you're watching, tell us 1 book you loved as a kid. I want to know. Okay, I am holding this mystery book, and the cover has a little cat. So I feel safe already.
A cat on the cover is like a promise. Nothing too scary will happen.
Now you pick one, Daniel. Something that feels like you.
I am looking at biographies. I like books about real people who failed, learned, and tried again.
That is inspiring. How do you choose a book fast when you're in a rush?
I check 3 things: the title, the first page, and the length. If the writing is simple, I say it is an easy read.
Nice. That means it's not too difficult.
Yes, and when a book is exciting, I call it a real page-turner.
It is a real page-turner. I love that phrase. Viewers, let us ask you something. When you read, do you like slow stories or fast stories?
And another question, do you read in English, in your first language, or both?
Wait, a staff member is coming over.
Perfect, real-life moment.
Excuse me, we are choosing books. This one looks popular. What do people say about it?
The staff member said, the characters feel so real and you get attached quickly.
The characters feel so real. That is a strong reason to buy it.
I love that. When the characters feel real, you don't just read, you live with them.
And then you think about them while you wash the dishes. Sigh, like they're your roommates.
Yes, and you talk to your friend like, I miss that character.
Oh, wow. There's a discount shelf. This book has a scratch on the cover, but it's half price.
That is the dangerous shelf in the store.
Should I get it?
If you actually want to read it, yes. If you just want to collect it, no.
Fair. I will open to a random page and read 2 lines.
Smart test?
The writing is smooth. Okay, I'll take it.
Then one promise. If you buy it, you will read the first chapter tonight.
Deal. And I will take a photo of the other cover so I remember it later.
That is smart. Sometimes you don't need to buy it today.
Except I do. I have no self-control in bookstores.
The cashier line is getting longer. Let's go before we change our minds again.
We are in line, and I can hear the scanner beep beep like a tiny robot judge.
Haha, the scanner is like, you again?
Wait, the person behind us is holding the exact same mystery book as me.
Oh, wow. This is fate. We should talk.
Excuse me, I noticed you picked the same book. Have you read it before?
She said yes, and she finished it in 2 days.
2 days? That is a good sign.
She also said the ending surprised me.
That sounds exciting.
And she said she would recommend it to you if you like gentle mysteries.
I would recommend it to you. That is a great friendly sentence.
Viewers, quick question. When you buy a book, do you keep it forever or do you lend it to friends?
I lend, but I also forget, so sometimes it disappears.
Now, a quick review so far. We asked, what kind of books do you like? We said, I'm into cozy mystery stories right now. And we used, it is an easy read and it's a real page-turner.
Nice. And we learned the characters feel so real. That phrase is powerful.
Now the cashier is smiling. I think she wants to join the conversation too.
She asked if I want a membership card for points.
That is another real-life moment. You can say, not today, thank you, or yes, please.
I said, not today, thank you. I'm trying to be responsible. Sigh.
The cashier pointed at my biography and said, that one is on my reading list.
I have it on my reading list. That means you plan to read it soon.
I have it on my reading list. That is a polite way to say I want to read it soon. Yes. Then she handed us 2 cute bookmarks and said, enjoy your reading.
Oh, wow. Free bookmarks make me feel like I made a good life choice.
Haha, it's the little things.
As we walked out, the woman from the line waved and said, if you love it, tell me next time.
A bookstore friendship. I love that.
And now I smell coffee from the shop next door.
Perfect. Let us sit, open our books, and practice more book talk like real humans.
Viewers, tell us your favorite author in the comments, even if you can only write one name. We are at a small cafe, and I put my books on the table like they are guests.
The mystery book gets the best seat at sea.
Of course. And the barista just asked what we are reading. I feel like I need cool words.
This is your moment. Start simple, then add one feeling.
I told her, I am reading a mystery. It is light, but clever.
Nice.
Now I opened the first page, and the town feels so cozy. It makes me want to visit.
Wait, that reminds me of a useful sentence. It makes me think.
That means the book gives you ideas or feelings or questions.
Exactly. My biography does that. It makes me think about my own habits.
It makes me think about my own habits. Perfect repeat. I read one chapter, and I already learned something about kindness, even from a mystery story.
I learned a lot from it. That is a strong line for any book.
I learned a lot from it, and it can be big lessons or small lessons.
Viewers, quick question. Do you read for fun or do you read to learn?
Oh, wow. Listen to this sentence in my book. The writer describes rain like it is music.
That is beautiful. And that is why people love books.
But I also have a problem. When I read in a cafe, I get distracted by people.
You start listening to other conversations.
Yes, like that couple over there, they're arguing about who forgot the umbrella.
That is basically a novel scene.
Okay, time for a tiny skill check. Daniel, ask me again about my book like a friend.
Sure. What kind of books do you like?
I like mystery and warm stories. This one is a real page-turner, and the characters feel so real.
Nice. And I would recommend it to you, right?
Yes, I would recommend it to you, especially if you want something relaxing.
Great. And now we have one more twist. My phone just buzzed. Our friend from the bookstore texted me.
Wait, already?
She said there's a book club meeting tonight, and anyone can join.
Oh, wow! We are going to a book club with strangers. This is going to be fun. We are on the train now, heading to the book club, and I am nervous.
Why nervous? You were just talking about books.
Yes, but book lovers can be intense. What if they ask me to explain deep ideas?
Then you keep it simple. You can say one honest sentence.
Like what?
Like, I read it on the train and it helped me relax.
That is such a natural line.
I read it on the train. Easy and real.
Okay, I can do this. And I can say, it is an easy read if I want to recommend it to someone new.
Yes, but do not say it about a very serious classic book, or someone might judge you.
Oh, wow, look, the man across from us is reading a huge book with tiny letters.
That is a workout, not reading.
Wait, he just looked at my cover and smiled.
Say something friendly.
Excuse me, I see you're reading too. Is that a good book?
He said it's slow, but it makes him think.
Nice.
And he asked what you're reading.
I said it's a cozy mystery. I cannot put it down, so I'm trying to stop myself from reading too fast.
I cannot put it down. Great phrase and great energy. Then he asked if the ending surprised you.
Oh, wow, he used our phrase. I said, I do not know yet, but I hope so.
Wait, your bookmark just fell on the floor.
Oh, no.
The man picked it up and gave it back. Book people are kind.
True. I learned a lot from it already, and I'm only on chapter 2.
I learned a lot from it. Even small moments count. The train is slowing down.
The screen says there's a short delay.
Perfect practice time. Viewers, while we wait, answer this. Where do you usually read? At home, on a bus, or in bed?
And if you want to join a book club but you feel shy, you can start with one line. I would recommend it to you because it's an easy read.
Nice. And you can say, I have it on my reading list when someone mentions a book you want.
Okay, the train is moving again.
Good. Next stop, the book club. Let's see what kind of people are there.
We arrived at the book club, and it is in a tiny room above the cafe with soft lights.
Oh, wow. There are snacks. This is my kind of education.
There are about 8 people, and they are all holding different books like passports.
The host is waving at us. Smile and say hello.
Hi, thank you for inviting us. We are new.
She said, welcome. Grab a seat and share what you are reading.
Okay, my heart is beating fast.
Keep it simple. One title, one feeling.
I said, I am reading a cozy mystery. The characters feel so real, and I cannot put it down.
Nice. Clear and friendly.
A woman across the table said, I would recommend it to you because it is a real page-turner.
She speaks our language.
Then a guy with glasses showed a very thick fantasy book and said, this is not an easy read, but it is worth it.
And you can answer politely without lying.
I said, oh, wow, that looks intense. I have it on my reading list, but maybe later.
Smart. You did not reject it, you delayed it.
Viewers, quick question. Do you like short books or long books?
Now it is my turn. I shared my biography, and I said, it makes me think about how I use my time.
Nice.
The host asked what we love about reading in general.
I said I love the quiet feeling, like the world slows down.
And I said I love learning from real stories. I learned a lot from it, even when the story is sad.
That makes me want to read your book too.
Now, quick review number 2. Here are 3 easy sentences to remember. It is an easy read. It is a real page-turner. The ending surprised me.
Great. And you can also ask, what kind of books do you like, to start a friendly conversation?
The host clapped and said, perfect. Let us swap books for 10 minutes and read one page.
Wait, swap books with strangers? That's a twist.
And that is how you make friends, one page at a time.
I opened the fantasy book, and after 2 sentences, I said, I need a dictionary.
And you can say, it is not an easy read for me, but I like the idea.
That feels polite and honest.
Exactly. And then you hand it back with a smile.
We are leaving the book club, and it feels like we just had a warm hug from strangers.
And we also ate 3 cookies each. That is important.
On the walk home, I kept reading my mystery book under the streetlight.
Please do not walk and read at the same time. Safety first.
Wait, I have to tell you something. I finished it.
Oh, wow, already? Then say it.
The ending surprised me, for real. I did not see it coming.
Nice. And now you can recommend it honestly.
I would recommend it to you and to anyone who wants a cozy story with a twist.
Now it is my turn for a small confession. I forgot my biography at the cafe.
Daniel?
I know. I left it on the chair when I stood up to say goodbye.
Okay, we go back.
We ran back, but the cafe was closing.
The barista said she put the book in the lost and found box at the library next door.
Wait, a library is next door? This story keeps getting better.
We walked into the library, and it smelled like paper and quiet dreams.
The librarian asked, "Can I help you?"
I said, "Yes, my friend left a book at the cafe. They said it might be here."
She smiled and said, "Here it is." And she added, "I have it on my reading list too."
Oh, wow, that phrase is everywhere.
Then she asked us what kind of books we like.
And I said, I'm into mystery stories right now, but I also love books that make me think.
Nice mix.
Viewers, here's a question for you. If you could read only one genre for a year, what would you choose?
And another. Do you prefer paper books or do you read on your phone?
The librarian pointed to a corner and said there's a quiet reading club every Saturday.
That is a perfect place to practice English in real life.
And do not forget the feeling sentences. You can say, I learned a lot from it, even if the lesson is small.
Yes, like a reminder to be patient or to be brave.
We texted our new bookstore friend, and she said she wants to swap books next week.
Oh, wow, you made a book buddy in one day.
Viewers, would you join a book club if it was friendly and simple?
And if you want a tiny daily habit, read one page, then say one sentence out loud about it.
The librarian pointed to a corner and said there's a quiet reading club every Saturday.
That is a perfect place to practice English in real life.
And that's our last twist. We're not just talking about books, we're building a habit. We are back home now, and I put my finished mystery book on the table. Like, thank you. You did your job.
You are very polite to paper.
I feel happy because today was not just about shopping. We talked to strangers, we joined a book club, and we practiced real English.
And we proved something simple. Books are a great excuse to connect with people.
Let us do one last gentle review. If you meet someone who is holding a book, you can start with, what kind of books do you like?
Then you can share, I am into mystery stories right now, or any genre you love.
And when it is exciting, you can say, it is a real page-turner.
If it is simple, you can say, it's an easy read.
When the people in the story feel alive, you can say, the characters feel so real.
And if the last chapter shocks you, you can say, the ending surprised me.
Oh, wow. That one is still my favorite today.
Mine is It Makes Me Think, because it works for novels and real-life books.
And if you want to sound friendly, you can say, I would recommend it to you.
Or if you haven't read it yet, you can say, I have it on my reading list.
And don't forget the feeling sentences. You can say, I learned a lot from it, even if the lesson is small.
Yes, like a reminder to be patient or to be brave.
Also, we texted our new bookstore friend, and she said she wants to swap books next week.
Oh, wow, you made a reading buddy in one day.
Viewers, would you join a book club if it was friendly and simple?
And if you want a tiny daily habit, read one page, then say one sentence out loud about it.
Perfect. Now, viewers, here's your comment challenge.
Comment prompt 1. Write one sentence about your favorite book using this pattern. I cannot put it down because it is a real page-turner.
Comment prompt 2. Answer this question. What kind of books do you like? And tell us where you read. For example, I read it on the train.
If you enjoyed this episode, please like the video, subscribe to English Podcast UK, and share it with a friend who loves books.
Thank you for learning with us today. Take care, keep reading, and we'll see you in the next episode.